Alrighty, guys, we have the next part of the Acer TeamStory Cup here. It is between HwangSin and Liquid's TLO. Spawning in the northwest corner, it is the red Protoss HwangSin. Spawning in the southeast corner, it is the man hoping to take him down. It is Liquid's TLO. Dad will be joining me for this 1v1 also.
Hello guys, I'm back.
So in the last one, we did see a very convincing victory by HwangSin over Tasia, who was on a real roll there. Didn't look like he was going to actually get beat.
Yeah man, the man could stop Teja with a good build, and Teja has no response for him. In time, I mean.
So we'll see if Team Liquid decides to resurrect Tasia, or whether they'll decide to keep going, depending on how TLO shows in this matchup here. We haven't really seen a ZvP at all.
Yeah, I think it's the first one we are casting together. And
Very true.
TLO is in a pretty good win streak right now. He won. I think he is in the top 8 of the WCS Europe already. So he beat. I think he's going to play MMA in his next match. I don't know if it's MMA or MVP, but he beat a lot of good players in his path to the top 8.
We do see what looks to be maybe a forward expand here.
Yeah, and
is right here for HwangSin. Very defensive economic style.
And HwangSin was able to delay a little bit of the Zerg expansion with that annoying probe. It was just sitting there and not letting the drone put the hatchery. And TLO is already exporting the expansion with his Overlord.
Yep, he will see that expansion, but it won't be able to be spotted for too long as there's the photon cannon. He can put the Overlord behind the mineral line, or right to the eastern side of the expansion, as there is that bit higher place right there, so it won't be able to be spotted.
Yeah. As he see the second base, he goes for his third at the 21 supply. That fast third to try to deal with the Protoss. If the Protoss go to base and Zerg goes to base, it's pretty much impossible to the Zerg player to keep up with the Protoss guy.
We do have a few lings out on the field here, but not going to be a problem with that photon cannon there. It is going to keep that base protected.
The lings just in the entrance of the base to spot any movement or later scouting from the Protoss army, so they don't get TLO out of position. And as Zerg, you always have to know when you make drones, when you make units, and these links right here at the entrance are a good thing for he to scout any attack incoming from the lands.
Yeah, we do have the metabolic boost coming right now, so maybe a Ling style gonna be coming here though.
Yeah, and a mothership core done at the natural of the Protoss player, HwangSin. And he's probably coming to harass the Zerg. That's pretty annoying.
It looks like he's gonna come with Stalker and the mothership core here.
Yeah, and the third base has no queens, so they probably will do some damage with this single power drone.
Yep, he will probably be able to do some decent damage here. He will be bringing that queen over right now, so mothership core probably not going to be too big of a deal, as he doesn't now have the queen on that third base.
Yeah, and they already spotted the mothership with the the Ling, but he's come to the second with no queens. So
well, I think at this point, what really he's gonna just kind of have to do is just maybe roll in here, throw down a time warp on the mineral line there, and just kind of roll on out.
I think he can snipe some, but he can snipe some drones, but he's just sitting there, doing nothing.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit too late now. There are queens on all the bases now, so if it comes close, the queen can move out to the edge of the creep and just engage it over there.
And TLO sacrificing an overlord to scout his opponent.
He does see the robo.
He does? Where's the robo? I can't find the robo. Ah.
Robo. Yep, right there.
No, I didn't find it yet.
It's
well, there's...
right next to, it's at the natural.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he saw the robo.
There is the photon overcharge. I don't know if he saw the photon overcharge on the forge or not. Probably not. But we do have warp prism coming out, so we could see a warp prism play here.
You mean chrono boost at the forge? Ah, yeah. Sorry.
Chrono boost on the forge there. So he's trying to desperately get out that +1 attack.
And TLO is going for an unusual build with banelings against Protoss. It's not that popular, but TLO is known for his strange builds and making it work very, very good against players. Let's see how he does with this Ling baneling army.
Most likely pushed the F2 button to bring the whole army, because every Ling that was out kind of like scouting in other places just came running all to the same spot, and he is going to have a run by here.
Yeah.
Straight into the main base here. There's nothing to protect him in the main base here. And he does have the mass recall, but then all he's going to do is just swing on down to the natural and kill some probes there on the natural. Let's see how many probes has he killed here. He's killed 4 so far, so now they're just sitting there.
Yeah, man, TLO with the good divided push, he bypassed the entrance of the base, go to the mineral line, and make HwangSin move his whole army, and he was able to deny that third base. And in the same time, Huan base was dropping in the main, but TLO fastly shut it down with links. So he's doing very great in this game.
Yep,
and Huan,
3 more gateways going up, so it's gonna be a warp gate heavy armory here.
Yeah,
he does throw epoxy down, and he still has. If you look at the 4th base of TLO, he has that warp prism ready to go and snipe that 4th base. There's a bit of attack here on the main here.
Yeah, and TLO saw it.
Throw up some force fields, and that'll be right. He has the cannons to deal with it. So I think could be the end of it right here. He's lost almost a whole lot of Lings there trying to get through that front door with no success at all, and we do have the Zealots coming in here. They're gonna take out that queen and then take out that 4th base here. More Zealots warping in, the 3rd base simultaneously being taken out. And
TLO is going for the main. He doesn't want to defend. He's going to base race with HwangSin.
Trying base race, but I don't think he's gonna be able to successfully base race here.
Yeah.
He's HwangSin's just going to be able to warp in whatever units he needs here, and only a few Lings going to be here, so it's not going to be that big of a difference. It is a scary force here with the Immortals and whatnot. These spines not going to be as effective here.
But here come the banelings, and nice force fields for HwangSin.
Yep. So I think the banelings not going to be very effective. Putting on those force fields, going to be able to protect that, and the natural of HwangSin is not mining at all because of the Lings being moved in there, but it's still gonna have a lot of units he can warp in here. He will really just be able to warp all of them in. He does have that warp prism out at the main base of TLO, so he can attack from 2 sides. of TLO here, but TLO is going to snipe off that Nexus at the natural expansion here, but he needs to get home and take out that army.
Yeah, there are too many sentries, man. Sentries are very good against Zerglings. So I don't know how TLO can come out of this.
Yep, I don't think he's really going to be able to do a whole lot. He's just...
But he's sniping some sentries at the back. Oh, he was able to snipe 2 sentries.
Lings really to do anything at that back side. He can pump out Lings from the... well, from the old 4th base, which I guess became the new 3rd, but he's taking out the natural here, and I don't think TLO has anything to respond.
Yeah, but he's going Ultras already. 1 Ultra on the way.
Very true. That could make a big difference here, but I don't know. I still think that he does have that Immortal, and if he can use some good force fields, he can keep that Immortal alive. If he brings in the Warp Prism, he can pick up that Immortal if he needs to, and land it down wherever he needs to, and just take out those Ultralists. And I don't think it's going to matter. I think even if he brings out the Ultra, he's only bringing out 1 Ultra.
Yeah, and the Zerglings are... The Zealots are sniping the drones. And here comes the Ultra.
Yep, there's the Ultra down already.
And it's that.
That's going to be it. I don't think... Yep, and there's the GG. There was nothing TLO could do in that situation.
Yeah, man, this kind of army composition is too easy to counter with sentries only. He had so many lings, but the sentries shut down the aggression for the Zerglings, and he was just running base after base after base and killing stuff, and TLO could do nothing.
I think Roaches would have definitely been the better route to run here.
Yeah.
More common build that most people do is the Roach build against Protoss.
Yeah, but if he had like Mutas on the back, that should probably had worked, since the Protoss guy have a sentry heavy army, but
yep. A few
going straight for Ultras.
He could use those few mutas to keep his opponent in the base, which he did do a good job at taking out that natural there. So he had his opponent back on 1 base that was kind of like halfway out of minerals there. If he could have shut down that army, it could have turned an entirely different direction.
Yeah, I think TLO also committed to that frontal push, and maybe that's the point where he lost the game. Because he lost so many links, and
I think at that point where he did hold them at that front without really destroying anything with the force fields, he lost probably 30 lings there on that engagement, which could have made a big difference in the fight here at the end.
Yeah, but we need to give some credit to HwangSin with his force fields. He was able to split to save his army from the Ling's attack every single time with the right sentry composition. So
he was definitely able to use that Warp Prism to a good effect there, at being able to use that army to cover the front and then harass them behind. So he wasn't really able to use his entire force to take on the entire Protoss force at all in the game, because if he did,
exactly,
he was going to lose bases.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep. I think that's it.
Yep, that'll be that one, guys. Thank you for tuning in. War Battle at Shad. Make sure you like and subscribe to both of us, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.